Have you ever felt like you're running a race you didn't sign up for? Like no matter how fast you go, how hard you push, the finish line keeps moving. That's the rat race, a cycle of endless striving, chasing success, money, or approval, only to feel emptier with each passing day. If you're nodding along, you're not alone. The rat race is exhausting, and worse, it can make you forget why you started running in the first place. But here's the truth. You don't have to stay stuck in it. You can escape, slow down, and rediscover your true purpose. Let me tell you about Sarah. She was a marketing executive in a bustling city, working tirelessly to meet deadlines, hit targets, and climb the corporate ladder. From the outside, she seemed to have it all: a high-paying job, a trendy apartment, and a packed social calendar. But on the inside, she was overwhelmed and deeply unhappy. One evening, after another 12-hour workday, Sarah sat down at her kitchen table and realized she couldn't remember the last time she felt genuinely happy. That night, she wrote down everything she wanted in life: peace, creativity, and meaningful connections. Sarah didn't quit her job the next day, but she made a promise to herself. She would find ways to align her life with her values. She started small, taking an art class on weekends, something she hadn't done since college. Over time, her perspective shifted. She began to realize that her career wasn't the source of her fulfillment. It was the moments she spent creating, connecting, and living authentically. Eventually, Sarah transitioned to a role that gave her the flexibility to pursue her passions while maintaining balance. The first step to escaping the rat race is to recognize what's keeping you in it. Often, it's not just the job or the bills, it's the belief that your worth is tied to what you achieve. Society has convinced us that if we're not constantly climbing, we're failing. But that's a lie. You are more than your paycheck, your title, or the things you own. Take a moment to ask yourself, why am I running so hard? What am I chasing? Is it security, recognition, or maybe just the feeling of being enough? Answering these questions can help you see whether your efforts are leading you closer to your dreams or further away from them. Rediscovering your purpose doesn't mean abandoning all responsibility. It's about realigning your life with what truly matters. Start by thinking about what lights you up. What makes time fly? What would you do if money weren't an issue? These are clues to your purpose, and it might not be a grand calling. It could simply be creating, connecting, or serving in a way that feels meaningful. One way to escape the rat race is by redefining success on your terms. Forget the version sold to you by society. Success doesn't have to mean climbing the corporate ladder or owning the biggest house on the block. It can mean living a life that feels true to you. Whether that's starting a side hustle, spending more time with family, or pursuing a passion project. Another way to break free is by simplifying. The rat race thrives on the idea that we need more money, more stuff, more status. But often, less is more. By focusing on what truly matters, you create space for what brings joy and fulfillment. Think about Emma, a teacher who used to feel trapped in her job. She wanted to make a bigger impact, but felt stuck by financial obligations. Instead of giving up, she started creating online resources for students in her free time. Slowly, her passion turned into a sustainable income, allowing her to step away from the pressures of her 9-to-5. Today, Emma works on her terms, living a life aligned with her values. To escape the rat race, you don't have to make drastic changes all at once. Start small. Take an hour each week to focus on something you love. Build habits that reflect your purpose, and don't be afraid to say no to things that don't serve you. Finally, surround yourself with people who inspire you. The rat race often isolates us, making us feel like we're competing against everyone else. But when you connect with like-minded people who share your values, you'll find support, encouragement, and a sense of belonging. Escaping the rat race is about stepping off the treadmill and into a life that feels intentional. It's about waking up with a sense of purpose, knowing you're moving in a direction that feels right for you. You don't have to keep running in circles. Take a step back, ask yourself what truly matters, and begin building a life that aligns with your values and passions. Life isn't meant to be a race. It's meant to be a journey, rich with meaning, joy, and purpose. And it's never too late to rewrite your story and start living on your terms.